Safety alert, lead exposure is a concern year-round, but experts say risk can increase during the warmer months. One pediatrician says children under 6 are at the greatest risk. It mainly comes from ingesting or inhaling dust from deteriorating lead-based paint from older homes, especially those built before 1978. The risk extends outside as well when lead paint deteriorates and flakes off the exterior of a home.
We find is that when kids are playing outdoors, especially if they're playing on bare soil where, there isn't grass that's kind of covering the soil and keeping it down, or mulch, they are at risk for being exposed to lead that's in the soil around homes.
Doctors say children with lead poisoning often show no symptoms. That's why it's important to check with your pediatrician to see if your child should be tested.